Oh boy. Let's get it hyped up. It's Memorial Day. It's the Memorial Day special, which means nothing. So let's crank it up a little. Back in it. This is Nice Live. I'm your host, Ricky Reed. I'm a record producer, artist, dad, broadcasting inspiration, screaming into the void. No rules, all heart. Drinking wine all the time. I have not had wine yet today. Boy, did that hit the spot. Wow. How's everybody doing? You guys doing good? Doing well? Is everybody well? Well, are you well? I feel okay today. Kind of hurt myself yesterday. Had a pretty major back thing. It's tight. It's kind of shit you can enjoy as you get older. But, you know, doing okay. Things are happening. Things are moving. A lot is going on. And I'm feeling all right. Sorry again about the Wi-Fi issue last week. I'm getting it. What happened was, you don't want to know. Do you care? Maybe you care. But I got my PC on the 5G now. Just pumping coronavirus straight into the... I don't even get that one. 5G network spreads coronavirus. Okay. That's fine. You can have that one. Yeah. Sorry, a little cork. A little cork in the wine. And this week I'm getting another modem installed in here so I can hardwire my connection. Bro, I'm going to be so crispy. I might be flying at 60 frames per second. What do you know about 60 frames per second, huh? It's pretty serious stuff. You're going to see every pore in my face. People in the mix tonight. We got some folks. Hopefully you guys have all had a nice Memorial Day. Taking a second to honor our nation's heroes, which of course are service members of all kinds, but of course also, as is becoming increasingly evident, our healthcare workers, our grocers, just the people who keep our sort of infrastructure, our like logistical order in place. We got to really also give a big shout out to them. I saw a friend of mine, I don't remember if it was Pasek or Paul, but one of those gentlemen, playwright geniuses, tweeted, if somebody, what was it? It was something along the lines of like, if somebody has an appreciation day or an appreciation week, it probably means they're not getting paid enough. That shit's true. Checking in with everybody in the chat. Hello. How are you feeling? Let me know. People are feeling all right. Czar, 8.3 today. Alexander Frieden, 7.1. I built a computer. Wow, that's cool. Sarah, 8.2. Saw my Nana for the first time in like 3 months. That's awesome. Congrats. Justin Kastner says, where we're going, we don't need roads. Bro? Probably do. Just might. But I get you. I feel you. Derek Murray 8.6, Andy Switch 8.0, Evan solid 9, jammed online with the fellas. I'm liking this. Excuse me. Got some good energy tonight. It's going to be a fun one. A lot going on. I'm managing all my various medias here. Bing, 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 bing. So, we got a fun night for you guys tonight. It's going to be fun. Pretty soon, I'm going to be bringing out my guest, who is just one of the loveliest people. As John Robert put it last week, he leaves the room better than he found it. I think that's what the quote was. Got to get him a shirt that says that. We have a lovely demo that we're going to listen to tonight from, I believe, a group called Ill Peach, which is a cool band name. They're a duo from Los Angeles. We're going to talk to Jazz about them. And then I got a last minute tune in that I'm going to work on. In fact, I think fresh stems are still arriving, which is always exciting. So maybe we can get into it. I want to start with bringing out, oh, there you go. Ill Peach is in the chat. Hello. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do, as usual, a quickity quick 3 questions before we get into anything else. A little office hours. If you have any questions, personal, professional, educational, musical, drop them in the chat right now. There's a little delay. That's why I play the music. So I can a second to delay and then ask your question and then come back. Vibe is. What do you got? Good one, Claire. More wine. Let's see what we got coming in. Some questions coming in. Okay. Evan H., I'll just give you the first one because you got the first one in. What mix bus processing do you usually do? Do you leave things mostly unprocessed for your mastering engineer? I like a little light expansion and limiting on my mix bus. I like stuff from the company McDSP. Fab Filter Pro L2, can't go wrong with that. I send the things in pretty loud, pretty slammied, but it is fun to also, especially when making hip hop stuff, to not really do a lot of limiting and just sort of blow out your meters. That's fun. Sounds cool. Let's see. What else do we have here? We have... Let's see. Great questions. Oh, here we go. Andy Guerrero says, what do you have on your pedal board, outboard gear in the studio? Well, let's just take it to my overhead view one time, bro, and just have a look here. I don't really have like the stuff, like this is not fully dialed yet. I'm actually going to swap out my dream sequence, which I haven't been loving, but this is my Fairfield Circuitry Shallow Water. This is a mono setup here. Dream sequence, Chase Bliss Mood, old Dr. Scientist Cosmic Chorus, great chorus pedal, super weird. The Maris Auto Bit, which is a burly filter and bit crusher and sequencer. It's insane. Mercury Mercury 7 by Maris. It's a digital reverb. It's great. And the Chase Bliss Blooper, designed by my friend Scott, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. Also, these are two amazing stereo pedals. The OTO BIM, was it BIM and BAM? Yeah. 12-bit delay. And this reverb is, OTO reverb is like the best pedal ever made. It shouldn't even be called a pedal. Stereo, it's amazing. More pedal nerd stuff to come in the future. Let's see, and let's see. Here's a really good one from Alexander Frieden. Frieden. When you're in a co-writing session and the artist writes something they're passionate about, but you think it's detracting from the song, how do you decide when to say something and how do you say it? That's a great question. And that's a question that could apply not just to producing, but to any situation, honestly, in life where you're kind of, you need to like push a situation forward, like in like the workplace or maybe with family, and you need to improve something, but you got to keep people motivated, keep them excited. Because early on in my career, when I was starting out with artists, I would always be honest about something not being good enough, essentially, like just thinking an idea wasn't great, but I didn't really know how to deliver it. I would just sort of be like, yeah, I don't know, it's not, I think maybe let's try something else, and you could really just slam the energy in the room, like bum everybody out. Now what I do is, especially if it's the artist suggesting it and they're really passionate about it, first and foremost, just be encouraging. Just be like, that's awesome. Like, this is a great idea. And what I'll usually do is think about why it seems they're so connected to that, why they're so passionate about it. And this puts a lot of pressure on you as a producer, but to try to really quickly be like, that you just said gave me an idea that is this. And sort of try to piggyback off of what they said to get to something that is potentially, objectively what you might consider like more compelling or more interesting. But I will say it's really important that you listen to the artist, and while you're trying to challenge them to find something even better, challenge them to be better, that you don't write them off, and that you don't, just like sell their idea short, because they're the artist and they know they are where they are for a reason, and you got to trust them. And it's more fun instead of just shutting their shit down. That ain't fun for anybody. That'll ruin your whole night. So I know I keep talking about the big news, and I keep realizing that it's like later for me to just keep listening to the songs I'm making, okay? Just keep listening. Listen close. I'll figure out a way to talk about it. I'm working on something really exciting. That's what I'll say. Can't wait. Okay. Let's get into it right now. I want to bring out the person who is my guest tonight. He is a lovely, lovely person with a very, very big heart. He doesn't wear it on his sleeve. He wears it on his chest. I don't know if he's wearing that sweater tonight, but he has a lovely, lovely collection of, I believe that's a Comme des Garçons. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Sweaters. Avid, just I think a lover of people is the way that I would really describe him. A true extrovert in the most warm and positive sense. As John Roberts said, a person who leaves the room better than he found it. My manager and one of the top brass at Nightlife. Got to change it to that. Let's bring him in. This is Larry Wade. Larry, hi.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey, I made it.
you made it. You look sharp.
Hey, because I figured, Brad said that I should like not or not wear my Comme des Garçons as you pronounce it beautifully, but also wear my Grammy stuff. So I decided to wear not the Grammy Day outfit, but the Grammy night before outfit, or no, Thursday night
Ooh,
of Grammy week outfit. I wore this to the Atlantic Warner Music Group party or whatever, and it's a Gucci jacket and stuff, and I felt excited to
damn.
wear it today.
You brought the Gucci jacket to the show?
Well, someone said in the chat earlier, I saw they were all dressed up for Ricky Reed tonight. So I figured if they were dressed up, I was going to be dressed up. So we're dressed up together for you.
Hey, and I got my Yuba cargo bikes hat, bro. So I'm
Well, you have a button up on, so it's all good. You got a button up. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
so um man, we could talk about 1,000 things. Everybody, this is Larry. Larry is the person that I talk to probably more than my wife. Um, um, we've been working together. Larry, when did we start working together? When was the genesis of
Probably
our
a
work
fish.
together?
Probably officially in 2011. Although
2011.
I,
That sounds right.
although I started hawking you and your manager, who I call your manager, at about 2010. I think I started
Hmm.
talking to Steve that year, whole year,
Hmm.
and then got connected to you, and then we've been kind of rocking ever since in a different capacity then, but
Right.
definitely been with you for a long time.
Yeah. Damn. So we're full on coming up on 10 years of really being in it.
It's almost 10 years. I don't want to call myself old or you, but I'm just saying
Please,
we've been
please don't.
together for a while.
Right. Right. Um, so I think I mean, like, there's so many things we could talk about. I mean, one of the big things for I think some of the people that watch this have been following me for a long time. Um,
Yeah,
you know, you're obviously there in the beginning. You know, of course, acting more on the sort of like uh, publisher, production company, etc. side, while Steve was still managing. Of course, Steve, rest in peace, Nice Life's main namesake.
yeah.
Um, when he passed on, your role started shifting more managerial. I think what would be really cool to talk about is the year. I guess this is late 2013.
Yeah.
Um, the Wallpaper, Ricky Rita's Real album had just dropped, and it had dropped, I guess, a few months back. It had dropped in July, around
Yeah.
mine and Steve's birthday. Um,
Yeah.
and this is when Talk Dirty, my first song, is just starting to take off. I think it was like Australia first, maybe.
Yeah. It
And
started. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and you were the one. I mean, obviously, like, Steve had it very initially was the first person that planted the seed in my head, like, hey man, you could produce songs for pop artists and rappers and shit. And I was like, really? Um, but tell me about the way it worked in your head when you saw what was happening with Talk Dirty. You saw what that moment was like with Wallpaper, and the decision to pivot in that moment.
Um, yeah, from my point of view, it was very clear that we had kind of a blessing coming, because when you have an artist that's getting started and stuff, there was many things that happen, so it just isn't started the way everybody wants it to, and you don't have immediate success, and you're kind of grinding it out. Um, and Talk Dirty happened. It was just like, oh, okay, this album rolled out. We were so happy to get it out, but it didn't go quickly. It didn't, there was no crazy radio success and all of
Right.
that. We've done a lot of touring and, I think it done well, but this was an opportunity to take pressure off of that
Mm-hmm.
and add a little focus and add something else to your diet. And I just loved it because, you know, you never really moaned and groaned to me that you were not had money or none of that, but like you had an apartment and a Prius at that time.
Right. Right.
and and
Yeah,
it was a
things are
nice
okay at
Prius.
that point.
Yeah, yeah, you were fine. You could eat, you could do all the things you need to do as a up and coming artist. But this was a situation where I was like, this is tangible. This is something where, there's potential if we do this right. He can be rich from this, and as an
Hmm.
artist, and then it takes pressure off the artist. So then we can go back to that when we need to,
Right.
and not when we have to. And
Right.
so I thought that was really important to try to build off of Jason Derulo and having a hit and make sure that you could do artisting as you needed to and make sure that you were feeling, you know, very motivated to make new music if we needed to make new music, very motivated to get on the road because not because you had to go make some money, because you had a little money in your pocket, like everything was all good and it was coming from a really good place.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know, it was just a great, great, great opportunity, and I saw it very clear. And it was you actually were just like, I was like, all right, so let's go produce for people for a little while, and you're like, huh? Uh, okay. I was like, yeah, because we don't have to go ask LA for money now. Like we can go make some other money and we don't need to come groveling to him like, hey dude, can we make another album? You love us. Like none of that
Right.
was now.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, even if, could I have imagined that you would be here? No, but not because you weren't talented or not. I just wasn't thinking that far down the road. Like you're going to
Right.
be a big, huge producer that, had the broken artist and all this other stuff like
Jeez.
that.
Yeah.
That was an evolution, of course.
Right. Right. Well, there's a couple of things that you talk about in there that are really important. One is like needing to like keep an eye out for those signs, because it's not to say that it's invalid to sort of like bang on a door that won't open for you for 15 years, which is what I was doing as an artist. Like, because if I hadn't been doing that, I wouldn't have been in the position that I got to in 2013.
Sure.
But also, after all that work and work and work, it was like not letting my ego get caught up on like, wait, I don't want to pivot. Let me just keep, let me do one more album.
Yeah.
It was like you kind of point, you're like, look, there's a door wide open, try it. And it started us on the path to where we are now. The other thing that I'll say is that also made it so that the sort of like passion project for me, which is being an artist, didn't get back and be like, okay, let's make another record to make some money or like get on the road. It was like, okay, I can take the financial pressure off that and shift it over to something else. And it has resulted in me making music for myself as an artist that I've been so passionate about. And I'm super grateful for that. It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I always say this to people. I think that the genius of you are that you trust your people and you are open always. And so I think that there are many, many points in your career that I can point to say this is when he was really open and like kind of feeling free about his career.
Mm.
And he went in that path and it worked out beautifully. There's not many times where I could say where he was hard headed and it just, he wanted to go down this way and it didn't work out. And I told him like, I,
Right.
I don't know if I'm sure there's one or two of those maybe, but I can't remember you doing
Hey,
that really. You
ta
just are
taking
like,
taking Nice Life independent. That's pretty hard headed.
you, you said it. I didn't say it. You said it. You said it.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. I'm
No, I
keeping,
love
I'm,
it.
I'm
I
staying
love it.
over
That's
here.
we're here to get into it. So let's actually talk about that. The Atlantic JV is
Yeah.
actually a great other moment of sort of like uh, artist manager, whatever. Um,
Hmm.
the way I look back on almost the way you finessed, not finessed me necessarily, but finessed the situation was really like really important for my career. So we're having the success with Atlantic, like we had done. Uh, there was like Iconopop. There
Yeah.
was that Cobra Starship song. There's always things happening. And then 21 Pilots happens. It's crazy. Of
Yeah.
course, meet Craig Kalman. He
Yeah.
essentially offers up a JV. And I'm still at an age and a point in my career where I'm like, I've seen too many people get behind a desk and like lose their edge basically.
Yeah.
And I was pretty I can definitely remember feeling hard headed about that. Like, I don't know if that's the route for me to like sign up with a major label and have a record label. I just never really cared about having a record label. I never grew up idolizing record labels. So that was a weird moment. And how did you, from your perspective, how did you sort of finesse that?
You, you said the funniest thing, one of the funniest things that you've ever said in your life to me, and one of the funniest things I've ever heard. You said, I was like, yeah, man, this, like, they want to offer you a label. This is awesome. Like, you were like, yeah, but that's like for old producers that are on their way out and they go there to die.
Oh, shit.
when you said that,
Wow.
I had to keep a straight face, but I was crying, laughing inside, like this guy is out of his mind. This is so funny because it's kind of true. Because I was like, okay, I won't name names. I was about to name somebody, but I won't name names.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
going through the list of, there's a few producers that are just like they got them, and then they were like definitely not making hits, and then their label,
Right.
opportunity failed. It was hilarious. So
Right.
you were kind of right, but I but for you, I was just like, let's take a chance here and
Right.
try
Yeah.
something. And up to that point, you randomly, because Miles from APG hit you about making the track for Talk Dirty, and you did. You took a chance.
Right.
That was a hit. Then we said, all right, let's go down the path of making some music for other people for a second,
Hmm.
and then go back and make another album when we're ready. And then you
Right.
took a chance there, and it worked out.
Right.
So up until this point, this is the third or fourth thing that we're killing it and doing well. I'm like, nah, take a chance now,
Yeah.
and you can be different and you can be creative, and this is another part of your story. And so I think we had, I don't know exactly what I said, but that was my thought process. Like, just take another chance, because every
Hmm.
time we've done that, it's worked out beautifully. So let's just keep it
Hmm.
going.
Right.
And
Hey, I
so,
love it. I love it. So, man, we could go on for an hour here. I think the other really big thing I want to touch on, you start as sort of like a, with of course at this point with Evan Bogart, also by your side as kind of a in the publishing, production company, etc. role early on, um, transition to manager, and then we have a JV with Atlantic
yeah.
Records. We have Nice Life, that we founded, of course, in Steve's name. Um, we signed Lizzo. Tell me
hmm
about tell me about the first time you saw Lizzo, because you saw her before I did.
Okay, here's another. See, I'm saying again, people that are watching, be open, trust your people. Okay, this
Right.
is the quintessential be open, trust your people. So our your agent at the time, Lizzo's current, well, and Lizzo's agent at the time, he was at CA then. Now he's at WME. Matthew Morgan,
Right.
our guy.
Yep. Yep.
He reaches out to us at some point throughout. He and I debated this for a long time, trying to figure out exactly what happened. But at some point, he had let us know about Lizzo. I think we knew about her. I think she was rapping then,
Mm-hmm.
and
Batches and Cookies era.
yep, batches and cookies, and somehow we're trying to connect with her. It just didn't work out. Whatever. So he reaches out and says, "Hey guys, if you're in New York next week, she's opening for Slater Kenny at Terminal 5."
Right.
And I just was out there the next week, and I was like, "Ah, I'll go. It's Matthew. He's talking about her. He loves her, so he's our guy. I'll
Mm-hmm.
go spend 15, 20 minutes and stop through
Right.
real quick. It's New York, so you're always moving and shaking." So I go. I think I
People in the
stay for
chat, you got to move and shake with Larry Wade in New York at some point. Before you
if
die, you got to do
if
Quality Italian or Bowery Meat Company with Larry Wade in New York.
oh man. Hey,
You won't
if
regret
you're
it when they
so
open back up.
if you're so lucky to do that, Ricky,
If you're so
only the
lucky.
special people get to do
Okay. Sorry.
that.
Continue.
So I go and I stop through, and I think I stay for like 27 and a half minutes. But what I see is this incredible artist that had her girls on stage. And I think I remember saying to you, this is crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. And you were like,
Yeah.
wow, really? I'm like, yeah. And you were like, all right, let's fly her out.
Mm.
And so, with that, I just was like, you're very open and just like, yeah, for real, okay, let's do it. You took a chance. She came out, and then you got her singing, and then the rest is history. But it's just one of those great stories of it had to work out at some point because those things I don't think happen all the time.
Hmm.
And you know, when I saw it, I just was like, that's crazy. I don't know what that is, but that's crazy. And anytime
Yeah.
I feel that way, I gotta something has to work out from that because it's just too cool,
Damn.
too interesting.
Yeah. I'm same page. Same page. That was, I mean, so that was obviously a huge moment. And then I actually have two more questions for you, and then we'll move on to our next part here. So, um, the process of working Lizzo, of helping break Lizzo as an artist, uh, we've learned obviously so much, right? Like we
Yeah.
started with this JV, we're kind of like starting
What
to
is
get to know the
this?
building.
What
Craig
is
and
this?
Julie, you know, we're getting it all figured out, and the thing that starts sort of happening is you start taking a lot more trips to New York, um, sort of becoming the like almost like our satellite office. Like people think you live in New York. So for everybody in the chat who doesn't know, Atlantic has offices in LA and New York. Um, the two sort of co-chairs, Craig Kalman and Julie Greenwald, they're based in New York, along with the people who are our like product manager for a little while. Our A&R, primary A&R was there, even though Brandon, even though he moved to LA.
Yeah.
But Larry, tell me about the concept of, and I think that even though we're talking about a major label artist here, I think this is valuable for people who have an indie artist or unsigned. Just the concept of this. Tell me about the idea, Larry, of working the building, because we give you all the credit for that, and I think that working the building was really the key to breaking Lizzo as an artist. Tell me what that is. Explain that to the people.
It starts with this. See that?
Oh, I was okay. This is great because my second question was of the two was going to be about what you're holding,
Yes.
so we can wrap them into one here.
Jazz backstage got her shit on too. All right. So I say that in jest, but it's really funny because if no one knows who that is, that's a Clase Azul tequila. Get you a
Represent,
bottle, change your life.
represent.
It's the best. It's the best ever. Working the building. I felt like it was very important for us to have a presence in the New York East Coast office because that's where, as you said, Julie and Craig are.
Mm-hmm.
And our product manager was there. And, I am a firm believer that, and this goes for being wherever you are, it's like sharing space with someone, being in their natural habitat, as I like to say,
Mm-hmm.
is very important because I think that's when ideas happen,
Mm.
you know. And I think when you're like sitting and kind of chatting and talking about whatever, A, as I learned from someone recently, this term, you got to give them energy. So when
Mm-hmm.
you're giving someone energy and they're like, "Oh my God, Larry and Brad and Ricky and Jazz and the Nice Life people are amazing," like
Right.
sheesh, like they, I think they innately work harder for you and want to work hard for you because you're a good-hearted person.
Mm.
You might have smiled at them when they were having a bad day. You might have
Right.
brought them tequila when they're having a bad day or a bad week or whatever. And so,
Yeah.
so I think it was just very important, at least to me, to make sure that I felt like I could walk into anyone's office
Mm-hmm.
unannounced if needed to say hello, shake their hand, give them a hug,
Right.
say, "Hey, appreciate you, what you're doing," or "I didn't like what you did." And that's as important because I
Mm-hmm.
think that when you can look someone in the eye and just say, "I really didn't like that," or "I like that," or maybe we can try this way next time,
Yeah.
they respect you, and there's a high respect level. And in business, you don't have to like someone to do business with them, but you do have to respect them. And
Yes.
so that was the kind of impetus of that. I just wanted to make sure that they respected us, make sure that although we're based in LA, that they knew that we'll be in their damn face if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, I'll walk into Julie's office. I mean, I'll look in and not just barge in because I don't want to get beat down by her, but I definitely will look in and be like, "Hey," and she's like, "Come on in." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
Like, I but I'm very supremely confident in, if you do that for your artist, if you are, a manager or building a JV out, make sure that you're in people's faces and do
Hmm.
it. Figure out the balance between being aggressive as opposed to assertive. But
Yes, yes, because that's an
you know,
important thing. A lot of people do know that you have to be, as like a young manager or whatever it is that you, or a young agent, that you have to like be aggressive. I think people realize that, but you have to realize that for every time you beat somebody up or you ask for something, there needs to be 4 or 5 interactions before that where you're giving them love or giving them energy or
mhm.
attention or whatever it is, so that when you come back and hit them, they respect you and there's a good ebb and flow, right? That's
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, everything. I learned this from I when I was in college. I interned at Rolls Royce Allison. So this is a part of Rolls Royce where they built regional jet airplane engines,
Mm.
and so I interned there for a summer. And the plant manager, his name is Jim Ford. He's kind of this short,
Great,
stocky
just a
dude,
classic Midwest plant
class
manager name,
Indiana.
Jim
I
Ford.
mean, Jim Ford, dude. Like, I don't know if he was of the Fords, but it was Jim
Yeah.
Ford. And so I was interning, and they put me at one of the line supervisor positions. And
Okay.
so, there's dudes doing the job longer than I've been born. I was 20 something, 21, 20,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. There were people on my line that were doing that job longer than me, and then
Mm.
or longer than I've been alive, and then the other managers are doing it forever.
Right.
And so Jim, at 5:30 in the morning, every morning, we'd have a meeting, and he would yell at everyone. I mean,
Mm.
scream, "Where the fuck are my parts?" Blah 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 blah, just going
Oh my god.
crazy. And I was just terrified. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in college, I don't know what this is. And so as I got used to it and understanding what he wanted out of the situation, it was, he just wanted you to move the ball down the field.
Right.
Period. It so if you had a part at phase 3 and there was 10 phases, he wanted you to get it from one day 3 to phase 3 to phase 5. If you did
Right.
that, you're good. If you got it done and finished at phase 10, then he was really happy. But he just wanted you to move the ball down the field and keep the process going.
Mm.
And so as I got working and understanding the job, I started doing really well. And he would come by my area, look at me
Mm-hmm.
dead in the face, and then give me a high five.
Mm.
And I and so when he gave me a high five, I felt the best I felt. Had you just got kissed by a girl, you just had the best alcohol you've ever
Right.
had. Anything
Right.
that you feel, you had a kid, it's like the best shit ever because he gave you a high five. And I'm like, and so then I started to, as I got older, I understood that, okay, so I respected him. He showed me respect. He gave me a high five. So that was
Right.
a motivation tool. And I think that, you have to, it's about obviously being connected to people and what have you, but when you are respected by people and you respect other people and you show them, hey, that was fucking dope, then you can get somewhere with it, and they start to
Right.
understand you guys have a communication that isn't yelling at them, or isn't, hey, you got to do my stuff because I said so, because that
Right.
doesn't work, you know.
Right. 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 Damn. That's it. That's it. When you respect somebody and then they give you praise, it just is like it's ironclad. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you've developed that relationship, that's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna move to our next part of the show. I hate when I
Oh,
call it a
real
show,
quick,
but I always do
Ricky,
it.
real quick, real quick, real
What?
quick, real quick. I got to do it because John Robert last week said that he said the thing about me leaving the room, how I found it or
Yes,
whatever,
yes.
but he
Okay.
also mentioned the sparkly Gucci's. So in John Robert, the release of the EP, I had to bring the Gucci's out of retirement. So I got to make sure that y'all see these.
Oh my
I don't know if it, you see those.
god.
I don't know if the light is shining on them, but the sparkly Gucci's are here.
Hey, wait a minute, bro. Wait. Put the Gucci's back up. Put the Gucci's back up. I just
Okay.
need to.
All right. Let me see if I can try to turn
Let
the
me
light
see
up a little bit
these.
so they can sparkle. They can sparkle real quick. Hold on. Here we go. Here
Oh
we go. Here
my.
we go. Here we go. Here we
People
go.
in the
Here we go.
chat, look at the.
Woo!
Woo!
Hopefully they spark. Boy, I was popping when they were first out. I was like, then I wore them out, and then I had to retire them. But
Oh man, that's why we make a good team. You got the sparkly Gucci's, and I got I got this free hat that came with my bike. All right. Well, but actually, I want you to stay. I want you to stay and do the listen to the demo with us. Will you do that?
I'm here. I'm here for
Okay,
you.
great. We're gonna bring in someone else very dear to us. See if she's there. Jazz. Jazz. Hello. Jazz.
Hey
Hey.
everyone, hi.
Hey.
We got you. Everyone in the chat say hello.
Larry, I gotta show my tequila
This is
Damn.
also. We know we
the Clase Azul gang,
major
baby.
key, major
Yeah.
key.
Hold on. Gotta put the bell on him. Gotta put the bell on him, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love
So,
it.
Jazz, tell us about what we got for tonight for the thoughtful roast. What are we listening to?
Yeah, we got a demo from Ill Peach, who should be in the chat. What up, Ill Peach?
I think I saw them
It's called
earlier.
Good Morning Blues, and they're a duo out of LA. Yeah.
Cool. Let's give it a listen, guys. Larry, you down to take a ride with us here real quick?
I'm down to see what Il Peach is talking about.
All right, this is 3 minutes 15 seconds roughly. Good Morning Blues from Ill Peach. We're all gonna listen and give our thoughts. Here it is. Ooh.
Nothing like yesterday's news, giving me the morning blues. Still feeling last night's booze, throwing me in the shade. To keep on spitting the truth, putting it divided between me and you. Wake up, keep hitting snooze. Headlines don't ever change. Good morning. Good morning news. Good morning. Good morning blues. Every day I roll over to look at the digital view. Never even get out of bed. Got those morning blues. All of your taxpayers' dollars to put a fucking wall up. Take away all the colors you left with gray. All the mothers that hollered for your sons and daughters, airing your lungs to swallow, but you take our rights away. Good morning. Good morning news. Good morning. Good morning blues. Every day I roll over to look at the digital view. Never even get out of bed.
All right. Wow.
Damn.
Awesome. Jazz.
Y'all find really good music. This is dope.
I, I
People
feel
keep
like we don't
sending in the
even have
good
to look
stuff.
that hard. People just send hot shit into
No,
the show, right, Jazz? Is
I'm
that basically the
Yeah,
deal?
saying,
they just be
sheesh.
they be emailing heat. Email me some more stuff, guys.
Heat in the
Yeah.
inbox. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Jazz
I
V
had
at
that had to do it for the
nice.life.
sax solo alone. Like,
So why this one? I mean, I have an idea, but what stood out to you about it when you first heard it, Jess?
I mean, definitely the sax, man.
Yeah.
you hear that, and you gotta just throw it in the ring at
Yeah.
least for that
Yeah.
alone. Um,
Yeah.
no, but I felt like, I mean, I think most of our demos, it seems like people are making like during the quarantine, and we've
Hmm.
kind of had a wide range of like the emotions that we're all experiencing.
Right.
I feel like that's definitely a reality of how people are feeling.
Hmm.
That the news is just disheartening
Right.
and scary. So we're all brought down by everything that's going on for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so it just kind of expressed that really well for me.
Totally. If I mean I make this mistake a lot. If the first thing you do is like open your phone and look at the news, any news website, any news blog, news on Twitter, it's like odds are you're gonna ruin your morning, and you they're
Yeah.
aiming for that on this. Larry, what did you think about this one? First listen.
I love I like the track a lot actually. And I love the sax obviously. I
Hmm.
thought the Good Morning Blues melody and the chorus was really strong. And I
Hmm.
wanted to hear it at the end of the song. Maybe that's the pop format or whatever, but I definitely wanted to hear it after the sax again. I'd
Right.
rather they had taken out that little beat and then just kind of gone, or maybe use that beat after the sax and then gone into it again, but just wanted to hear it again because it was so catchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was dope. Yeah.
I mean, it's great. The as I was listening, I was like, wow, like the lyric and melody and the chords uh, that are being expressed in the sort of vocoder harmonies were super rich and beautiful. And like it is the case with most songs, like if I was working on that, the first thing I'd probably do would be solo the vocal and the vocoder, just to like listen to the lyrics and like understand really
Yeah.
what the essence of the song is.
Right.
Um, and I also really liked all the sounds in the track. I think if I was going to give it any constructive criticism, it would
Hmm.
almost be that like the if you muted the vocals, the track by itself would be insane. Like it reminds me of what's his name, like Body Meat or something. Like
Mm.
really like a lot of polyrhythm in the track, which is really cool. And then the vocals by itself would be an amazing, almost like a 2020 sort of like Imogen Heap, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
like thoughtful, melodic, experimental, all that stuff. Um, when they're together, obviously it's a lot of information. I will say that the arrangement is really gentle, where like sometimes we have to listen to things twice so I can go back and be like, okay, what was that and what was that? This
Yeah.
arrangement blossomed really naturally, so I could like stay with it, which is great. Um, I think the only thing I would do is there's like some polyrhythms in the track, like there was like a wood block sound in the back going like
Yeah.
like going
Yeah.
bah, 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 like all these
Yeah.
different like that sort of bass sound. Um, if it was me, the drum sounds themselves are sick, but I personally would remove some of the percussive polyrhythmic stuff in the drums because the track is already so explosive and insane, and it might make the vocals a little easier to focus on. There's also those
Yeah.
like pads, like the whoop, those like
Hmm.
vibrato-y pads that are roughly expressing the same notes that are in the vocoder harmony. So you could either like turn those down a little bit or use them more sparsely and just make it so that the elements of the song, like the vocal, the bass notes, the basic drum pattern, are all elevated. And that's
Yeah.
still a pop take because like this thing is hot as it is. The saxophone,
Yeah.
I got no comments. The sax is sick.
Yeah.
The sax is it's perfection. This is great. People in the chat, I want to see what the people
Yeah.
say, guys.
What they talking about?
They said in the chat that Cautious Clay's on the sax.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
wow. That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So that's
Cautious
dope.
Clay, multi-instrumentalist fucking wizard. Andy Switch says, fantastic cut. Default Tone says, digging the digital views and blues melancholy. The song was the Larry Wade's outfit of thoughtful roast. Says Evan. One Evan. Our other Evan says, love the percussion. Kiera Liv says, the call to the wild. Justin Burgos, simply, it's a bop. Yep.
Bops are good.
We love a bop. We truly love a bop. Guys, this has been great. So also Il Peach, any socials you want to share, your Instagram or anything, drop it in the damn chat so people know. Larry, Jazz, any final thoughts before I let you guys go? Anything I should know? Anything I should think about?
Nah, just keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
That's it.
Can't stop
More
now. We're
bops,
19
more
episodes in.
bangers.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
As Puff Daddy would say, can't stop, won't stop.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
You know.
All right. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys both soon. Thank you for joining me, and
Thanks for having me.
keep drinking.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Bye.
Woo! Il Peach just dropped the Instagram handle in the chat. So check that out. So we still have some things to do, don't we? We really do. Hey, stop it. So I got one other thing to do tonight. We're going to work on a song. That's what we're going to do. We have a person that we're going to bring into the chat. So a quick explanation. Let me see. So a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine named Terrace Martin, he's been on the show, put me onto a singer that he was working with and just said, she's someone you got to know. She's someone you got to check out. So I DM'd her, started talking and sharing some music. I sent her a couple instrumentals, like maybe something we could do could be interesting on the show. And she sent me something about 3 hours ago that completely fucked me up. I think we should listen to the demo, talk to her, and then come up with a little plan. Does that sound good to you guys? Let's check this out. So, here is some music. Everyone in the chat, listen to this. Here's a 45 seconds of music that I received just before sitting down for dinner tonight. Listen to this.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day, laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away, travel to a newer place. Made a lot of discovery. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah.
So, so that's what I heard about 3 hours ago. We've never met. I'm gonna bring her into the chat right now, and we're all gonna have a new exciting experience. Hello. Let me see if I can bring you in here. Malaya can't swear. There you are. Hi. Yeah. Welcome. How you doing? Yeah. Oh my God. Same. We're the same in that. Sorry. People can't people can't see you. There we go. People can see you now. Hi.
Hi.
There we go.
I look like a little bush.
Just a bush with glasses.
Yeah, like I could be a disguise.
Wait. So tell everybody what you just said about you work
Everything.
better when you have no time.
Okay, so
No
boom.
pressure.
I was saying that I had did this. I think you sent this to me like a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I am, I usually do it the day of. So I was really disappointed in myself. I didn't give it to you then. But I work well under pressure. Like pressure makes diamonds. So it's just like for me, like when I make songs, I like doing it right before it's time to give it up. Because it's the best. Yeah, I deleted the whole thing and started at 4.
Damn.
And just went from 4 to like what time? I think like 8:32 is. I sent you the bridge.
Wow. Okay, so you just sent me the bridge?
Yeah, like an hour ago. I sent that. And then the initial bounce I sent, that has the full thing without the bridge.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But the second verse, I want to see what you say about the second verse because I like it a lot, but it's definitely like a change. Like it changes stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the vibe.
I mean, anything you give me, I'm excited about. After hearing that, I mean, that blew my... Look, someone just said, reminds me of Mozart.
Aww.
People in the chat. Someone named Yasiri says, yes, let's go.
Oh, my name is actually Malaya.
Malaya. You know, Terrace says Malaya.
I know everybody messes it up. It's okay.
Malaya.
I'm like, I'll give it time, like, cause you know, I'm new to everybody, so Malaya.
Hey, it's nice to know when you're new to people. It's nice to something that I never get upset about is when I have to meet people 6 times and then the 6th time they remember me.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been someone that's like, oh, dude, we met 2 years ago at that party.
Right, I'm not anal that.
Like,
yeah, no. I start fighting somebody, like, no, that's too much.
Exactly. So look, I'm gonna work on this.
Okay.
I don't think I received your second batch of
you didn't?
you sent me, so just try again.
Say less. Oh. I'm really sitting on the toilet, so that was like a lot.
Wait, you're sitting on the toilet currently?
Yeah, currently, like I'm on the toilet. Like my legs are crossed. I like literally.
Oh, you're sitting. You're not using the toilet. You're just sitting.
No.
Okay.
But it's just this shirt. I mean, that's really funny to say right now, but like that's the truth.
You're killing it. People are loving you in the chat. I will say that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start with what we have here. I'm gonna work for about probably an hour. I mean, the track is already. So I should say I haven't even mentioned it yet. The track. This is a starter from a producer that I work with that you haven't met yet, but his name is Telly. He's actually the person that I made Truth Hurts with, the Lizzo song.
Oh, right, no.
Yeah, he's awesome. So it's already pretty amazing. I'm gonna start by just sort of organizing the vocals.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
I thought you guys said you like maybe like 30 vocal tracks, right?
Oh yeah, no. Bright vocal 1, bright vocal 2, all the way up to bright vocal 30.
I'm so sorry, because I was like looking at it too, and I was like, oh, he's gonna kill me.
I had Teddy Geiger on the live last week, and
Yeah.
Teddy was like, "I'm so embarrassed for everyone to see my stems." Because I'm actually gonna go to like the screen view, and people are just gonna see like bright vocal 1 through a million just all on the screen. But hey, you did a great job.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna start on this. I'm just gonna arrange these. I might work on little drums, a little bass. Try to send me the other shit, and then if you're around, maybe come back through around 10:30.
10:30. Bet. Say less. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, this is tight. This is like, the feel of it is perfect.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he's about to do with this. But like, it could go down. It could go crazy.
It may. I'll tell you.
It could be a hit if the people make it a hit, though.
That's true. And I'll tell you what. When I first heard the starter, I was like, okay, the drums have to like do a thing.
Yeah.
And I heard your vocal on it, and I was like, wait.
Yeah.
It could just be that. So this could be a case of me just kind of sonically upgrading it.
Yeah.
Because I love like flipping shit and giving it like a whole new identity. That's my favorite thing. But when I heard this, I was so smitten. Like, I don't think I want to do much besides just make it sound really good. So I'm going to start there. And maybe your second verse will make me want to like switch it up, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, lost you. So, wait. You back? I think she's coming back. You coming back? Okay. So, I'm going to work on this. One of her phone probably died or something. Oh, computer died. I'm texting her. Check in with me at... Oh, wait. Hold on. She's back. We can do a proper... Hey! Hold on. Let me bring you back in here. Oh, my God. Dude. Oh. There we go. Hi. Dude. You are like a FaceTime champion, just like your tiny face, all hair. Oh, sorry, people probably can't. There we go. Sorry, people couldn't see you. Now they can see you. What did you say? You spilled juice on yourself?
Yeah, I had worn this shirt my grandfather had like passed down, to commemorate him for like Memorial Day. I was like so excited and everything, and I like sat down and like all of my mango juice just spilled all over my body, and I had to change. Like that's also why I went in the bathroom because it was just a mess. It was too much. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, now we got you back. We got you back so we could properly say goodbye. So
yes, exactly.
Come through, disconnect us, or I'll hear everything that you do and say. So cut us off, and then come back through it. Yeah, about 10:30 or so, phone or computer, whatever you want, and we'll get it popping.
Woo! My geek, yo. Hey, y'all. Make sure he don't mess this up.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
I can ruin anything. All right, see you in a bit.
All right, bro.
Bye. Whew. Wow, she's awesome. She is awesome. Okay, so I got the stems. Let me make sure everything is popping off here. Beepity beepity bop. Okay, can you guys see my Pro Tools? Can you see my Pro Tools? I'm actually gonna set this up. This is a nice sound. I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna call this Malaya to tell Terrace. Malaya. She's cool. Okay. Let's listen one more time. What are we gonna do with this?
Got a lot of time on my plate.
These are the stems we're hearing now.
The day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discoveries. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Cool up and do it. You sound like
oh, I might have a couple things hitting at the same time here. Let's see. Let me kind of just figure out where the lead vocal is.
Got a lot of time on my plate.
Right here.
I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery.
Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like this one. Wait, I think the lead is like this one.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste. But that ain't the way.
Wow, this is exciting. This is exciting.
But that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place.
Wow. Okay, so these are kind of our leads here.
And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discovery.
Yep, those are leads also. Can I put some of these on the same track?
And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discovery.
Okay. Put that up here. Just kind of minimize this a little bit. Ba 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 ba.
Rockstar, you so good with it. You so good with it. Love each other with a rockstar. You so good with it. You so good with it.
Okay, that seems like that's another part. Let's see.
Do it, do it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Cool with it. I don't stop.
Looks like there's a couple things fighting here, so make sure we're good.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping.
Aha.
I don't stop. With each other with a rockstar. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Okay.
Should've turned right when I visited.
Wow. Okay. We got another verse coming in here. Let's make sure we're all straight.
Do it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Should've turned right when I visited the left side. I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess. And I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to do with it. Do with it. Don't get confused with it.
Oh, she's crazy. Are you hearing this? Whoa, verse 2 is insane. Wow. Yo, this is insane. Let me just, hold on.
I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings.
So obviously we have a lot of stuff going on here. I'm trying to like organize it a little bit. It might be the kind of thing where I'll just kind of throw up a few buses real quick just to make sure. Give a little organization. Let's see, we're going to remove those. I think these came from a different thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Malaya. People asking in the chat, it's just at Malaya, I think. Malaya. I don't know if I said that right, hopefully. Let's see what's.
And I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why?
Okay, that vocal goes with that. So those are these still our leads. Okay, that's our lead. I want to try to like kind of put these on the same.
Should've turned right when I visited left side. I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess. And I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it.
Wow. Okay, she's amazing. So I'm gonna throw up a couple buses real quick. I'm gonna put all my leads through one bus so they can have the same processing. This is a little crazy ad lib, right?
Should've hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky.
So I'm gonna do, let's see, 1, kind of 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that down there so we can make this 6, 7, 8 buses. Wow. That's all right. But I'm going to just start with 1. Put this Mac DSP ML4 on it. Nothing crazy. Vocal bus. Bring the bottom end down a little bit. Just a little light Valhalla verb. Not that. Let me just test it on this one here. Get the setting right, and then I'll make a bunch of them.
I'm too smooth with it.
It's obviously a lot of reverb. I've been reading about this. Oh, shout out to Mick Schultz's Instagram page, Paragon Kits, I think it's called. Paragon Kits. Good information. I learned a lot about the Valhalla vintage verb. By the way, learned about that from his Instagram page today. Ambience is a reverb that you feel but don't hear.
I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it.
Probably just a little.
I'm too smooth with it.
A reverb that almost will feel dry in the mix. Okay, that's nice. Now, I said I was, what was it, 8? Oh, I think it was that. So we're going to do 7 of these. Yep. It's going to be a little clunky, but it's fine. So I'm just going to drop 1 in between each of these spots. I know they're named very poorly. Sue me. Don't sue me. You get it. You know what I'm saying. Don't criticize me for my sloppy ways. This is kind of a different one here. Let's see. I know I'm doing this in a crazy person's way, but I'm a crazy guy, and that's that. There we go. We need one more, but this other one will be kind of a vocal chainy, like a lead vocal vibe. Nothing crazy. We'll just sort of throw away. It's kind of a generic SSL channel lead Vox. Turn off that silly gate thing. Same thing here, something mellow, C4 vocal. Same little ambience. Okay, let me put all these in their proper buses. Sorry, I know this is super exciting. Oh. Sorry about that. Again, basic stuff. Just to get all of our vocals right. I mean, a lot of what I do tonight might just be kind of getting the vocal mix good, honestly. Because she killed it so much and the track is already really cool. So there may not be that much. I might not get to play with my drum machine very much tonight. Okay. One more. Just sort of organizing all these. There's one other. What was this guy up here? Where do you belong? Yeah, this guy here and this guy here, they belong with anyone? Aha! Down there. Maybe we can find a place for these. Yeah, I think we can just drop these in here. Oh. Okay, we're going to make 2 more. And that's also another bus that I missed. So we need 1 more bus. Next thing we're going to do, super fun, we're going to do some panning. But when you haven't panned your backup vocals yet, it's like Christmas morning, isn't it? So nice. Okay. So let's see. We have our lead. Just make sure it's clicking.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste. But that ain't the wave. Started going down in a day.
Yeah.
Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the wave. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. And
okay. That seems pretty good. Let's listen to these guys.
but that ain't the way. But that ain't the way.
So we got these 2 falsettos. They could be panned hard.
But that ain't the way. But that ain't the way.
I don't usually do soft panning, but I'm going to sort of soft pan those.
But that ain't the way. Started going down in a
Her
day.
vocals are tight.
Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way.
No.
In my misery. No.
So they're a little loud.
In my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place.
Let's see. Which one of these is the lead? Oh, that's the lead.
Travel to a newer place.
Tight harmony.
Travel to a newer place.
That's a double. Wow, her harmonies are tight.
So
we got two doubles here. I'm gonna pan those pretty hard. One of them is a little too crunchy. That one's too crunchy for me, but I'm gonna honor her and turn it down and not mute it.
And it turned out okay. Turned
right, let's get these guys.
Too smooth, too smooth.
All right, those are
Too
matched.
smooth, too smooth, too smooth with it. Too smooth,
So
too smooth.
these ones are the same. I'm gonna pan everything that's doubled. I'm gonna try just panning and see what that sounds like.
Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it.
Oh, I don't know why I put these on a different bus. They're basically the same. That's a weird decision on my part. Where'd my grid go? There we go. Yeah, these are kind of the same, but we'll figure it out.
Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it.
Oh, those are all wow. So we can definitely do some panning and turn those down.
Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it.
And what about all these?
Too smooth with it.
Sound very similar.
Too smooth with it.
Could these be the same thing?
Too smooth with it.
Let's have a look. Are these the same actual tracks? I don't think so. Wow. So this is just very, very, very dense, which is cool. I'm going to.
Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it.
Pan those.
Too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it.
Bring this one down.
I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
Trying to figure out what sort of the lead should be, because one of these could be kind of mixed as the lead.
I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I'm too smooth with it.
Let's see. I don't know if
I'm too smooth with it.
which one of
I'm
these.
too smooth with it.
Let me text her real quick. In the too smooth with it part, is the lead the high one or the low one?
Too smooth with it. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
It's getting a little
I
loud.
don't bust down, I'm too different. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
That's probably the lead.
I don't bust down, I'm too different.
Gosh, she's good.
I don't bust down, I'm too. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
Yeah.
I got no limits, no visions, no intention.
Lead.
I got no limits, no visions, no. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that one up on the lead because I think. No limit. No limit. To me, that sounds like a lead there. So I'm gonna put the double down here on this one because it's mono. I'm gonna bring that lead up here. Oh, what you got?
Okay, boom, before I answer that, you can take out that rock star part. I didn't mean to send you that, but it's the I'm too smooth with it.
Yeah.
I know what to do with it, do with it.
She just sent me that. That's what I thought. Perfect. So I'm actually.
I know what to do with it, do with it.
I'm gonna bring one of those up to the lead.
I know what to do with it. I'm too smooth with it.
That's fine by me. Let's bring that up to our lead track. Let's see.
I'm too smooth with it.
Let's compare that to this one.
Too smooth with it.
Oh yeah. Cool. So
I'm too smooth with it. I'm too smooth with it.
nice. This other double, can that be one that's on a mono track? What's this?
Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it.
I'll make this one mono and then
I made a lot of discovery.
listen in.
I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it.
tiny bit rushed there. I might nudge it.
I ain't talking about those feelings.
Oh, Malaya's in the chat.
I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions. Should've turned right when I veered to the left side. I never been a person or direction.
Looks like we got a warm up here.
Veered to the left side. I never.
This is definitely her warming up on the note real quick.
I.
There you go. And then it comes in all crisp. We know what that is. That's fine. Let's kill that.
Should've turned right when I veered to the left side. I never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in the mess, and I.
There's another one of those. I do the same thing when I'm cutting vocals.
Tangled in the mess, and I hear it.
Hi. Oh, that scream was not supposed to be in there. She said, wait a minute.
Should've turned right.
Malaya, you are a legend for just leaving the craziest stuff in here. It's so funny. I'm having a lot of fun tonight. This is excellent. Thank you, Malaya, for making everyone's night.
Hear it through my face, smelling with my head.
Yeah, wait, what am I doing deleting that? Hold on, we gotta keep that. We gotta keep that around. I'm gonna mute it, but I'm not gonna delete it because something. Yeah, everyone's stoked on that, so we're gonna find some use for that. Okay.
Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Fucking cool with it. Cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different. With it. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah.
Woo. I haven't even put the right tempo in here yet. Let's see. You said you were doing a 95.6 or 95.5. Hold up. Let me see here.
And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discovery. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. Yeah, yeah. And it turned out okay.
Okay. We're getting a vibe. We're getting a vibe. I know what to do with it. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. 95.6. Yeah, it's sliding a little bit. Tempo's kind of funny. 95.55, that's better. 95.56. 95.54. 95.545. There we go. 95.545, that's great.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. Yeah, yeah. And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discovery. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Fucking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
So we got.
I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah. Should've turned right when I veered to the left side. I never.
Man, she is raw. Okay, so. I mean, there's stuff to be done with the drums, but I don't have like a crazy vision for the drum flip right now, so I'm not gonna get too crazy and break this whole thing. I don't want to break this whole thing. Let's see. Let's see. Let's actually bring in Telly's stuff. Oh boy. Looks like Telly might be properly at 95.5. Interesting. Let's see if there's a drift happening here. Aha! It looks like the copy and paste might have been off. That's what it was. Easily fixed. So this is like real technical producer nerd stuff. So it looks like potentially when Malaya was working on it, when she flew it, it might have been off the grid a tiny bit. So what we can do is do tab to transient, get that. So see how this is ahead of the grid? That means everything she did from here on, including that, is all a little bit ahead of the grid. So I'm just going to highlight everything like this. Easy. And then go bunk, put it on the grid. And it should be lined up more or less with Telly's stuff at 95.5.
And I hear it through my face, smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what.
This sound is just crazy. I wish it was just had more bass. Let's get into the track for just a second. You know what is a crazy plugin that I'm going to try? Have you guys seen the, where is it? UAD BX Subsynth? This shit is nutty. How do you do it? Like, crank the subharmonics? What's the thing? Whoa. Yeah. It just puts a really, really clean low octave on it. I'm just going to do that for now. Even just be tacky with it real quick. Yeah. Little side chain when this part comes in. That's excellent. See, am I clipping out my master bus? Ooh, yeah. So we'll do bing, 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 bong. This is another really basic thing that people got to know. I'm going to select everything going to the master bus, and I'm going to simply turn it all down. Let's try 2 dB. See where that lands us. Clip it.
And it turned out okay. I made a lot of.
Clip it a little bit. Let's bring it down a tiny bit more. Another kind of dB or so.
Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a new place. And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discovery. I'm too smooth with it.
Yep. This is very cool stuff from Telly. Let's see, what are... I might lose that.
I ain't talking.
It's a little bit funky timing wise. have so many moving parts and she is so rhythmic that I want to actually kind of put these guys on the grid a little bit more. I'm going to do that. Don't hate. I want to just get these guys. Let's see. Yeah, just a few more. So I'm doing tab to transient, tab, and then command E if you're in Pro Tools. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's almost done. Dad's almost done. Dad's almost done. Sorry. Okay. Zhoopa, zhoopa, zhoopa. We're going to do super hokey pokey fucking highlight these guys. Audio clips. I think 16th is probably good.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intention.
It's a little loud. One of these buses is a little loud.
I don't bust down, I'm too different. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah.
Let's just kind of turn all the track stuff up. Maybe we can start with turning up the drum.
Talking cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. I don't. I know what to do. I know what to do with it.
I want to put that up on the lead. Oops. I know what to do.
I don't. I know what to do. I know what to do with it. Yeah. I ain't talking about those feet.
Now they're getting a little too quiet, this one.
I don't. I know what to do.
Oh, that's because I haven't flown this up to the lead track yet, boy. Wait.
I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't.
I see. So that's now. Let's put this on like the second lead for my reference, and then we can bring this one up to the top lead. There we go.
Have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool whipping. Cool whipping. I don't bust down, I'm too different. Whipping. I got no limits, no visions, no intent.
I got this trashy tambourine already pulled up. That's probably not the right tempo. Let me rock on this guy for just a second. Let's see here. Let's just kind of clear the pattern. How do we do that? Like that? Yeah, there we go. So that I'm sure this is not at tempo. We'll kind of just throw some kicks on it. Oh wow. So this is pretty hokey, but I'm just going to adjust the almost a little slow now. Oh wow. Let's go that direction. And not quite close. Almost there. Kind of like it with no hi-hat the way it is now. It's cool. Whoa. 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 What we got? The tambourine is dope. Got that. Maybe just like a fill every couple times. Like, well, I'll just sample it here on the first one, but just like, oops, wrong pad. This pad actually. Could be that. Could be. Might not be. Also, let's kind of see what it sounds like.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discoveries. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different.
Yep.
I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and swallow with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth, I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings.
Trying some patterns.
Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Kind of interesting. I mean, she's obviously super dope with
Got a lot of time on my plate.
nothing on it.
I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the way. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the way. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place.
Let me drop it in when Telly's drums come in.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and swallow with my head. Picky with my right when I veer to the left, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and swallow with my head. Picky with
Like there's a pattern. Let me bring the pattern length back down so I can like something here.
Right when I veer to the left side, I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and swallow with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it, I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Something like something funky in there that I'm trying to find.
Right when I veer to the left side, I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and swallow with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it, I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it.
I think I know the kick pattern. I'm going to try this at least. So go back to a longer pattern here. I'm going to do this kind of interesting hiccup thing. The fourth one, I'm going to add that. Let's hear it.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction.
Hello.
My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah, I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it.
Close. Close.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit.
Kick pattern is everything. Kick pattern and vocals, bro. Get it right. Gotta get it right.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just
Find it. We're finding it.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah, I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. Cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. Yeah. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions. Yeah.
Yep. Getting into a zone. Getting into a zone, boy. You're getting into a zone. What? Is there a kick I like more than that? Something weirder? Maybe that. And do I have like a hi-hat? Oh boy. Okay, buddy. Let's see what we got for hats. Papo papi pa. Ooh-ah. I'm just gonna start with that. Cool. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. Where is she coming from?
I wish I could just
And
right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah, I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. Cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. Yeah. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions. Yeah.
let's get this kick pattern. Like there's something that something there. Something there. Chasing it around here in circles.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it.
Still not dancing with the vocal. Listen to how the vocal comes in.
Right when I veer to the left side. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah, I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions. Yeah.
There's just a little fill every other time. It might just be that. Let me kill this hat for a second. Let's just try that. And let's drop in when the, let me find out when Telly's kick is.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new.
And let's go back to the first kick we had, which I think was doing us more.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it.
Oh.
I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
What if we mute the hi-hat, just see what happens?
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Yep. We don't even need that little psh psh every time. We do not need that every time. I mean, we don't need much, right? We all heard it. We all got stoked. It's great. I think the first thing I'm going to do is bring...
New intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to.
Let's just crank this hat up a little bit. It's cool. Maybe like a radiator on it, just give it some crunch. And we'll leave it noisy. Or not. Maybe like something really jacked up, like a spring, just like a bad spring reverb.
New limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it. Yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
I mean, this is close. Let me see, do I have anything? Oh, sorry about these insane sounds. Something sort of snap-like. Put my own snaps on it. These are all teeny, 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 tiny sounds. That's kind of cool. I That's like bup, 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 bup. Is that anywhere? That, that. Right? Very loud. Maybe a little sort of filter guy. I'm going to put a little, let's go turn down. Whoa. Whoa, that was not on purpose, but what does it sound like?
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it, I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down on two different wavelengths. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Okay, I gotta do a whole pass with that. That's fucking tight. Maybe that can start at the halfway point. So for now, mute everything besides that. That's just such a fun thing. I want to do it right now, man.
I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it, I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down on two different wavelengths. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Ooh, a little bottom end pass with that? Why not?
I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it, I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down on two different wavelengths. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Oh, Malaya's back in the mix. When you're warping in and out of different keys. Oh, yeah, I know, it's a vibe. That was really great sounding.
Visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess.
That shit is raw, man.
Visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why?
Oh, it's just
I don't have
reversed.
an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it,
Pop,
I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down on two different wavelengths.
Okay.
I got new limits.
So let's just leave that in place for now. I'm going to flip the snare pattern. Where was it? So we'll do boom, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bop. Let's see, maybe we can do. This might be cool. I'm not positive. Let's see. Oh boy. Wait, is that where I was? Oh yeah. So let's just mute you, bring you back. Not positive we're gonna need my hi-hat. Let's just hear it with.
I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with visions. I got no limits, no visions, no.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. So smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Fucking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah.
Alright, let's lay this layer in. I guess I could probably be wise to have my kick on all the kicks that the other one is on. Then I can also work on the swing a little. I might do a little swing. Maybe a little swing. Should I have not just turned all those on? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's do a little swing. 51%. Let's see what that gets us. What is 51% swing bias?
Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. So smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Yeah, I ain't talking about those feelings. Fucking cool with it, cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different with it. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah.
That was the pattern at the end there. I'm so happy. I fucking love music. I fucking love I'm just so stoked. This shit is clicking, man. It's fun. Let's see.
Never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky.
So that should actually be here.
Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. So smooth with it. I know.
Ooh, that's hot, man. That's hot, man.
Picky with my sticky icky, damn,
I'm gonna just put the crazy pattern. That kick is so good. It just hurts how good it is. Let's see, maybe I can. I'm gonna leave the beep 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 buddy for the second go round. Question is, should I have my kick and snare pattern the first?
Fucking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got no limits, no visions, no intentions, yeah. Intentions, yeah.
I'll remove that.
No intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a.
See, B D D.
Yeah.
I delete that thing? That cute little nee nee nee. Where are you? Where are you? Nee nee nee. Oh yeah.
Right when I veer to the left side, visions, intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in the mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth, I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about loose feelings. Fucking cool with it, cool with it. I don't miss out on too different.
I just bought some samples, some like license-free samples today. That could be interesting. Like for like a bad I shouldn't say bad, but like kind of a funky drum fill maybe. Let's see. Close drum fills. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Wow. Let's see. These are the same ones. Oh boy. Those are bad. Those are just really bad. And I love bad, but those are awful. Boy, are those bad. Let's see. Anything else in here? Fills. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I like just searching into the import window. Just fill. What are we at? 95. Fill 95. Anything come up? Okay. About. No. Yeah, I might be able to make something like this work. Yeah, I can make that work. In the interest of time. Getting close to the end here. This would be kind of a fun thing to put on the back end. Let's hear this guy. Yeah, just like a little. I know it's a little loud. Yeah, like a like a. Oh, sorry. Like one. Maybe that's probably here. Yeah. I kind of liked it late. It was actually kind of cool. Maybe even like a quick little like reverse reverb. So you highlight it from the back. This is kind of a cool trick. Highlight it from the back. Vintage verb, and you just do like a reverse here. That gives you this kind of thing. Kind of cool. You can also make it a little shorter, just to get a little. Yeah, I might also just drag this over so that's a little smoother. Put a little fade up on it. No big deal. I don't even know if this is going to be cool. I just kind of heard some kind of fill here, so it might be cool.
Ooh, intentions, yeah. Right when
It's all right. It's fine.
right when I veer to the left side, I
Probably not as cool as just the silence was.
just ooh, intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth, I don't. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Confused with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it.
There's that little spot there which feels like, I think it's cool how the guitar chord thing drops out.
Too smooth.
I do feel like it could maybe, like something wants to come in there.
I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it, cool with it. It's down to two different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intent.
You know what? I might have just enough time to fire up. Is this guy on? Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Is it gonna work? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Yeah. Yeah. You guys want to see my... This is the coolest. Welcome to the damn GR1 in all of its glory. Look at this thing. So I'm just going to do a little thing real quick. Oh, hey, hold on. We got a guest. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. I decided to do it on my phone because my computer died at 72%, so that's a sign.
Well, welcome. How you feeling? Are you enjoying what's happening here with the song?
Yeah, I came in and out. I think the only thing it's not a problem, but when I was making the second verse, the way I was feeling the second verse was supposed to be like not saying this is what you were supposed to do.
Okay.
But
No, tell me.
I intended so like I don't know how to phrase words. but like how you
like a halftime feel, you said?
Yes, like a half feel. Like should it turn right when I'm into the time? I never been a person of direction. My senses tangled in the because it's supposed to be like nasty. Because I'm really like the way I envision the song in general is like, you know, I came from a dark place, but now, you know, like we were talking about earlier, I'm going up now.
Right.
So you can't stop me. So that second part is like when you get grimy in your pocket, like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. Tried it, like it's not happening.
You know what it might be? It could, you know what it could be? You could actually have it be halftime for a minute.
Yeah.
And then come back into the thing, because we got this.
Yeah.
Right when I veer to the left side.
Yeah.
Right there
Right
is.
when I veer to the left side. I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my head.
Come back to that shit there.
Yeah. But it would be tight if you did it right, like smack after that tear through my face and smell of my hands, picky with my stick, like right on that.
So
like
drop the beat out there.
Hear it through my face and smell it with my head.
So it can like go back into the genre. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hear it through my face and smell it with my head. Picky with my sticky.
Hey.
I wish I could just.
Don't spill your Arizona iced tea.
Yeah, this is the thing I spilled. just like that. It was just
Oh
like,
my
all-
God. Wait, do I have, is this up? Is this up? All right. So I'm going to lay this hard halftime field down.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this little thing. Got a little buddy here. It's going to be nice. And then I'll text you what we end up with.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
This has been one of the best, most fun lives we've done. You have really brought a whole new energy. Just people are loving it. Yeah, I'll text you this when I'm done, and we'll keep rocking. We got to do more stuff. We got to make sure this comes out.
Dude, what? Look, listen to me. I'm always down for whatever you send, I'm sending back. So
Hey, we love it. We love it. Have a good evening, and keep watching. Hang in the chat and criticize me if I do something wrong, please.
I got you.
All right. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit.
For sure.
Bye. Cool. Man, she's fun. Okay, so 2 things. Wait, what? That doesn't sound like a clap. Let's go back to this guy for a second. Just real quick, let me get up. Not a clap. Maybe for sake of time, I could sort of do a filter move on this. Just take some of the bottom end out. Just come on, you turkey. Oh, maybe I could use this thing. Let's see. I already laid down my main pattern. Maybe I'll do a new pattern with the same kit just to be safe. That's probably wise. Yeah. So, hello. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 chat, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Would this be of interest?
Peering through my face. Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction.
No, that's not what I was interested in. Again.
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction. Senses tangled in a mess. And I hearing through my face and swallow with my hands. Picky with my stick.
One more time.
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction. Senses tangled in a mess. And I
The least hard beat ever. That's too many kicks. What's here? Okay, yeah, we can like an open hat on this guy. Some of the goofiest samples. Load it up here. Maybe. And that clap is just hideous. Let me just fix that real quick. Interesting. I might just do this as a placeholder. I know it's not great, but
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction. Senses tangled in a mess. And I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my stick.
The kick pattern was like, let's see, wait.
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person.
Hold on. This guy. Okay, you. Let me hear it again.
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction. Senses tangled in a mess. And I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands.
Yeah.
Picky.
No, I need like a percussion sound. Still got that crazy thing up. Maybe here we can do like a percussion sound. That might be kind of hard. What's that? Really crazy. Super weird. Duck, duck. Like a pop pop. Pop pop. I may not have it in me to make a hard double time feel tonight. Everything is, I'm doing is goofy. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I know what it needs there, but I just don't have it in me tonight. I mean, I could do this for now, or the sub. Where's the sub? My guy. Yeah, this is terrible. Let me hear it though.
Right when I veer to the left side. Never been a person or direction. Senses tangled in a mess. And I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have it.
So I know that I am going to do that, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I just don't have a good idea for it. I'm not going to force it. But I am going to do this thing because I felt like towards the end of this, we wanted something cool. So let's see. Let's actually go to this old view here. Yeah, so this thing is amazing. Pretty cool. I'll go back to that basic sound. Let me just get a little lead here.
Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. So smooth, I don't. I know what
something interesting. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. GR1. Not sure what key this is in. What key is this in? Let's see.
Never been a person or direction. Never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hearing through my face and smelling with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit by. I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings, but the cool with it. Cool with it. It's down to two different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Yeah. I like that little beep. So maybe that'll be, this might be the last thing I lay in.
Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit by. I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better.
Drop it
I
here.
don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings, but the cool with it. It's down to two different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Cool, one more time. One more go round. This is something nice. This is something nice. It's a little tricky because I have to hit the I'm using like a teeny tiny MIDI controller. I don't know if you can really see it. It's like down here. It's super small. So I had to like hit the octave to get the low note. Switch octaves mid-take. Not the funnest, but it's fine. I'm almost done.
Picky with my sticky icky. Damn, I wish I could just quit by. I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. Too smooth with it. I know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings, but the cool with it. It's down to two different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Yep. Maybe make sure my beep was clean. Let me see. At first, that's fine. I'm gonna put a little devil lock on it, just to make it buff.
Yeah, use with it, yeah. I ain't talking about those feelings, but the cool with it. It's down to two different with it. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah.
Okay, I think we should do a listen down. It's 11 o'clock. What a fun night, huh? Holy shit. Malaya she's something. She's a talent. And she knows it. She does. And she's very good. I'm very happy to have made this. Oh, I don't know what this is called. Malaya, if you're in the chat, give us a title. Give us a title, please. Let's listen down.
Got a lot of time on my plate. I can let the day go to waste, but that ain't the wave. Started going down in a day. Laid up in my misery. No, that ain't the wave. So I let my mind run away. Travel to a newer place. And it turned out okay. I made a lot of discoveries. I'm too smooth with it. I know what to do with it, do with it. Don't get confused with it. I ain't talking about those feelings. Talking cool with it. I don't bust down, I'm too different. I got new limits, new visions, new intentions, yeah. Right when I veer to the left side, I've never been a person or direction. My senses tangled in a mess, and I hear it through my face and smell it with my hands. Picky with my sticky icky, damn, I wish I could just quit. Why? I don't have an answer, but I'm doing better. I don't even have to try. So smooth with it. I don't know what to do with it. I know what to do with it. Use with it.
We did it.
I ain't talking about those feelings.
Thank you guys so much. I'll see you Thursday. I don't know if it's going to be as good as tonight was. Sending love. Thanks, Malaya. Thanks, Larry Wade. Thank you, Jazz. See you guys